Welcome to the Life.Changes.podcast. This is your host, John Olson. This is brought to you by Olson Media Productions. I would like to just talk to you about some random subjects. With the World Cup, what do you think about the World Cup? What do you find interesting about the World Cup? I'd like to hear your thoughts about the World Cup. Was it just the Argentinians? They say the Argentinians bribed the referees, but then again, I've heard there was another one that was involved that visited the hotel room that they had something on one of the referees that was bribing the referee. In the end, he turned around and went to uh, the one player from Argentina. I can't remember who it is right now, but that's why they played the way they did. They didn't want to score, but it got awful ugly. My best part of the whole uh, World Cup was watching Norway play their heart out, and then at the end, the Viking Row. The Viking Row was what was interesting to me. They got people in, it made it interactive with the team, which was a great part about it. You really want to build camaraderie. That's the one way of building camaraderie with the team from a country, and that was what's great about it. But back on the subject of Argentina, I don't think it was. I don't think it was just Argentina that was doing what they was doing. But then after the Argentina England match, that's when things really heated up. Then I was reading um, the uh, the league, the Premier League. Matter of fact, they put the government put pressure on the Premier League to ban those five Argentinians, and I heard, or I actually heard on one podcast that they wound up in Miami through David Beckham. Well, David Beckham hired them, but it was the one Argentinian player that proposed to hire them through the uh, on the team of the Miami team. Uh, it was Lionel Messi had talked to David Beckham about the five players that were from Argentina to bring them to enter Miami onto that team. Also, I'd like to talk about the conflict in Iran with the United States that's going on right now. Is that is forever conflict going on right now, or can it ever be resolved, or can is there an end to the conflict? Well, one way to I would say to it's got to be come from inside Iran to for it to be resolved, and the only way to do that is to arm. the citizens of Iran to rise up against the regime that's ruling Iran right now. It can be a forever conflict because one thing is that philosophy is in it for the long term. And any Western country has basically always been in it for the short term. The Western European people have never had stomach for war, and they've always been at war with the Muslim people. I'm sorry to say, they've always been at war with each other and other people, and that's why they're always in with it for the long term. Moving on, finances. I seen today gold is up over $4,000. To me, one thing that has pushed it that high is inflation, the printing of money, and this this worldwide political unrest of Russia, the United States, Iran, and all of them. And if you was in gold prior to all this going on, you're rich. You're rich right now. I would ride it out till it started to drop, then get out of it because it's gonna lock in what you have gained over the last few months, years, or whatever you want to say, is what I would do. Even silver and copper is up. Platinum, palladium are up. All the precious metals, and like I said, including copper, is even up nowadays. So if if you was in them prior to the runaway of them, you made a fortune right now. You can still get in it, but you're not going to be uh, you're not going to have that benefit of um, gain you're not going to have the gain of what people had have been into it prior to the run up. The next subject I'd like to talk about is does does power corrupt the people of minds? And according to Lord Acton, John Emmerich, Edward Delberg, Acton, in the 19th century, British historian and politician, his original phrasing was, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Is it only power that corrupts people? Is it absolute power that corrupts people? I'd like to hear your thoughts on those questions. Is it um, does even unlimited power corrupt people? I would say yes, because unlimited power is like absolute power. It corrupts absolutely. What other what else can corrupt people? I'd like to hear like to hear your thoughts on that. That what do you think is the other thing that can corrupt people? Is it just power? Can it be money? Can it be um, whatever your thoughts can be? Whatever your thoughts is, I'd like to hear what you think that can corrupt people. Is it only, like I said, is it only absolute power that corrupts people? And I can honestly say it's not only that um, material things can corrupt people, if, especially when it comes to an inheritance. That that brings out sometimes in an inheritance, depending on how big of an inheritance it is, brings out the worst in people. You find out who is who at that point in time. Some people show their true nature then at that point. I'd like to hear your thoughts on any of these subjects. You write your answers to any of these questions and your thoughts in the comments. I'd like to hear them, and I'd like to answer all your comments when I see them. If you like this subject, give me a like and subscribe. It will do wonders for my analytics and my oh, it'll help me um, focus on other subjects that may be of interest to other people. And so give me a like and subscribe to this podcast.